Hello, here we are with Mount and Blade, so we'll get started right away. Let's flip to the entire screen and share system audio as well. Here we are. And let's start up a brand new one, just in time for our live stream. Get some of the good old cuppa. Nice tea here.
For 500 years, the Calradian Empire dominated the continent. Its armies scattered foes before them. The strongholds of proud tribes crumbled beneath its engines of war. From the forests of the north to the wastes of the south, all was brought beneath the standard of their legions. Brutal as the conquest was, the wise agreed that it brought peace. The land, now untroubled by armies, grew rich, but empires, like men, grow old. Leaders lose a common cause. Corruption spreads. Old enemies learn the empire's tricks and devise new ones of their own. Until one day, the bonds holding the empire snap. Then comes the civil war, pitting all against all. A time of hatred.
Here we are.
A time of suffering. But also, even in the worst hours, a time of courage and defiance. As new leaders arise, from new places and new peoples, to turn back the tides of destruction and bring forth a new world from the ashes of the old.
Wow. All right, here we are. So here's the Vlandians. I think I'm going to go with them just because they're very fun. They really speak to me as kind of the Frankish kingdoms in this world space. And so you can see there's Khuzaits, which is like steppe warriors, tribal warriors. You have the Aserai, which is like the Bedouin Middle East. Sturgians, which is the far northern territories. And we have the classical empire, as well as the Britannians, which is like Celtic cultures. I'm going to go with Vlandians here. It's not the best, but I just like the aesthetic. So we're going to go with that. Start up a new character here. Randomize all really quickly. Go with something like this. Heavier weight, heavier build, not as big of height, deeper voice, and let's see, just some hair here. Cut that off. Oh, nice scar here. Show that off for the people. All right. Something like that. So writing is really important, and also social increases. Merchant intelligence increases, social increases as well. Yeoman, control, endurance. Urban blacksmith, vigor, endurance. Hunters, control, cunning. And mercenaries, control and cunning. Now let's see. Urban merchants. Yeah, that seems like a good one. I'll go with that. right? Early childhood, leadership skills, brawn, attention to detail, numbers, way with people, skill with horses. Go with skill with horses. Riding going, and also get a little bit from medicine. Spent most of your time at Town Watch's training ground. That gives you crossbow and control. With alley gangs, gives you cunning and roguery. Docks and building sites strengthens you and gives you endurance. Markets and caravanserais give you market trade, obviously, and also charm. That's a good one right there. You can see it increases your social. With your tutor, increases your intelligence and also your leadership. And engineering. Caring for horses gives you an increase to stewardship and also endurance of horses. I think I'm going to go with horses. Horse focused here. Rogue with the scouts, and that gives you some bow and endurance. Trained with cav gives you endurance and vigor. Infantry, skirmishers, march with camp followers. So trained with cav, I think, is the good here. Good one here. So let's see. Led a caravan. Invested some money in a workshop. Survived a siege. Famous escapades, so that's endurance. Treated people well. Social. Let's see. Led a caravan to get that cunning and social up. So then in this last thing, like many families in Calradia, your life was upended by war. Your home was ravaged by the passage of army after army. Eventually, you sold your property and set off with your father, mother, brother, and your 2 younger siblings to a new town you heard was safer. But you did not make it. Along the way, the inn at which you were staying was attacked by raiders. Your parents were slain and your 2 youngest siblings seized, but you and your brother survived because you subdued a raider, which gives you vigor and endurance. Drove them off with arrows, gives you control and cunning. Rode off on a fast horse, endurance and cunning. Tricked them, cunning. Organized them to break out. I'm going to go with social here so that I have 3s on all of my social. Endurance is at 5, figures only at 2, but we can work on that. So he's going to be good at riding and not as amazing at fighting just to start out. We can rectify that. I'll go with my own name here. Oh, we'll see what we got. Gunteric, Sickard, Gnolf, Leothold. Brand's pretty good. Okay, we'll go with Warrior, Auto Allocate, and Iron Man. Let's start off.
Brother, it's been 3 days now we've been tracking those bastards. I think we're
Nice
getting
haircut.
close. We need to think about what happens when we catch them. How are we going to rescue our brother and sister? Are we up for a fight? This looks like an old training field for the legions. Perhaps we can spare some time and brush up on our skills. The practice could come in handy when we catch up with the raiders. Are you sure about that?
Yes,
All right,
I'm going
then.
to skip the tutorial.
Let us split up, and one other thing, brother. We want people to take us seriously. We may be leading men into battle soon. Let's give our family a name and a banner, like the nobles do.
Okay. So you're given a small bronze artifact by a traveling doctor that you help. Dress his wounds. He tells you it's related to Moretz's folly and suspects it might be of great value. You're resolved to find out more. And this is the artifact that Tactics mentions. Okay. So go with De Fortson.Planning. And we are going to be, let's see. So these would be former raiders from the north that have settled down and become civilized to European ways. So maybe the Frankish symbol, fleur-de-lis. I like that Frankish fleur-de-lis here. We'll go with that and give it a traditional traditional color scheme here. All right. So we see these little trails here lead us to places of interest. So I also see those looters here. Try to get some troops. See if they've got any products I need. So these sheep, I can sell the products of these for more than they're worth. So let's get all of these here. And then we're actually going to butcher them. So you can see we got 8 meat out of that and 4 hides. So that will give us a good profit, like 90 for each one as far as hides. And then also this food is excellent. So we just really got a great run there. And here's my spear and small sword. You can see I've also got leveling up that I can do. So I'm going to get a nimble steed. It's got 10% plus maneuvering and plus 30 riding skill. And then we're also going to go with, let's see, one-handed. Looks like is the first thing to upgrade. We'll also go two-handed eventually, but just for now, since that's what we have, that's what we'll use. So we're at 5.1 speed. So we've got those guys there. They could still wipe us out. So let's go the opposite direction. So nothing happening at that town. Let's see if there's anything we can do here. You see that check mark? That means that they've got a task for us. Betting fraud, that's not one that I'm going to be able to do at this point. Let's see if there's anyone in the tavern. Okay, this looks like a great pick. Let's see if we can afford them. All right, let's go back to the town center, go to the trade in those hides. Like I said, get 170, that's more than those sheep are worth. Okay. Then go to the tavern, talk to Serena.
Your health, stranger. So, who might you be?
My name's Brand, madam. Tell me about yourself. Yes, I can tell you my tale. Father was an imperial cataphract. Alas, he died in battle against the Aserai. I was placed under the local archon's guardianship. He had eyes for my father's estate, modest as it was, so he had arranged for me to be married to his cousin. But this cousin, I would not marry that man. He was a fool, a drunk. Never there was a night that he did not drink wine, never a morning that he did not drink vomit. But a cataphract's daughter is not some chit who can marry against her will. I took a horse from my father's estate, my horse legally, his old sword, and rode off. So here I am. Perhaps not the most experienced, but I can learn. Can I go back? Learned that the Archon filed suit that I stole a horse. My own horse, all right. Which shows you what a cat he is. So you got spirit, or it takes more to being a warrior than a horse and a sword. So you got spirit. So here I am, looking for a captain. All right, I want to reclaim your birthright. I want you in my company, 598, so 600, you can do that. All right, so quickly we've got a good companion here. So what we're going to do is look at our party composition. So you can see quartermaster. She's much better than I am. That I've only got 10 on steward, she's got 80. So frugal, 7 veterans, sweatshops. So she's going to be much better than me as far as allowing me to have a lower wage and to have more people in the party. So already I can have 2 more than if it was just me in charge. So let's see, nobody to recruit. Let's go next door to Orica, or Unica, with an N, yes. So part of the trade. Let's talk to
Hey, so who are you then?
Seleucios. Heard you need help with a problem. It's a good problem. He has too many grapes. Sell the goods at a discount. Okay. Might find a good market for your grapes myself. I'll buy it from you ahead of time for $275. That makes everybody happy. Oh, great. Just got one more now. Just got to quickly try to go over here and sell what we've got. So for 47 apiece and 968. So as you can see, much more than we actually paid for. So let's see. Yeah, I mean, I think we can actually just go with all of that back. I mean, that will give us a good start. A little bit of space, breathing room. So we can start heading west towards the area of my Frankish peoples over here, Sargoths. It's one of our cities. It's where this character is technically from. Let's see if we can recruit some troops. Too expensive for now, but we can recruit the lower level. These are at the second experience level, and they can upgrade to be horse-mounted. So they upgrade to be this kind of troop. So we'll get a few of those. You can see it's much more expensive than just getting bargain basement level troops, but they're also much more effective and they have shields. So it is worth that investment. So I'm going to leave and keep working my way west. Oh, and you can see this helmet. That means there's a tournament here. So we'll try to do the tournament first thing. So I'll see what I can get here. Heavy cloak, 3 and 5, 2 protection. So I'm just trying to see what I can do best value for money before trying to go into the arena, because I have very little armor on. Okay, toga. Yep, we got the tunic, got the arming sword. So let's see. Masterwork simple Sparthax, simple pike, simple commoner spear, scepter horse. Okay. Let's actually see if we can make this swing. Yes, just. Okay, I'll try it like this. We'll see if we can advance with as low of a level as we have. So we're going to try this out. So we'll just wait here for a short time. And now that it's day, we can go to the arena, join the tournament. So there's a caped leather harness for the winner. Okay. So we'll skip to our own round, and then we will join in. Yeah, I'm on horseback here. Delivered 52 damage to one of them. That's good. Okay, we got our enemies here. So I did a bunch of damage because I got in a couch lance position, which you can see a small indicator on the bottom, which indicates that you can go into couch lance fighting if you go in a straight line, and that gives you much more damage potential. So we've got it locked in. Just try to hit them. Oh, no dice. Okay. So we can close in. Okay, now we'll flee out, come back, engage, see if we can't try to run him. There, we got him. Okay, now as we come back around, we're looking for the last ones right here. Oh, he got me good there. All right. So it's not a sure thing by any means. Okay, 16 damage here. Oh, try to get away. All right. Yeah, the other guy. Okay, we did succeed there. Let's join in. We're now with yellow. Okay, we've got a bow. try to take some of the Mickey out of these others. Oh. Brother. That missed him by that much. Really did. Okay, let's see. Oh, but my team did qualify. Victory! Okay, we're on to the next. So we'll skip and then we'll try it against this crossbowman. It comes down to this. You see, block, attack, block. Try to sneak through your opponent's defenses here. Got 2 good strikes in there. And slowly you'll batter down his shield as well if you get enough good strikes on the shield. You can see your shield health just above your regular health is that 1 bar. Oh, we did get him. Nice. Here we are. Okay. The last one. Let's see if we can do this. We are completely outmatched here, but, you know, we can try. Snuck in a few strikes there. Caught the AI sleeping. Protect yourself and strike quickly. See, while he opens up, you can strike. And there we are, we've won. Excellent. Gained some renown, gained a cape leather harness. So let's go to our trade options. See that. Trade that in. And let's also get a Midlands palfrey for ourselves. So this is a horse. We're going to get our first horse and use our Bedouin common saddle that we've had on that. Got 580 from that whole experience. So we're up to 650 again. Enough for a little while. So let's leave and start exploring. So we've got Z-Chorus. We see another check mark. So let's see.
Oh,
this is
sorry, I don't think I know you.
He's Daltisos. Okay. Needs help with a problem? What's the problem? Any other way? Well, I'll get you to the pasture. He'll give me $350 if I get him to the pasture. So let's see. Let's see if I can recruit some people here. Look at that, already up to 40. All right. So let's leave. And we're following this group of peasants here. Okay. You can actually use Alt and then click on the other group in order to follow behind them at distance. So we'll wait here. Okay. Can't read what he told me, but I did get some cash for that. Let's see, deliver the herd to Lake County.
Oh,
Do that.
sorry, I don't.
My name's Brand. I heard you need help with a problem. How do you need help? Take his hogs to the market, okay? To Lake Harry. All right, it's in the wrong direction, but it's still good because it makes us cash. So let's head towards Lake Harry. We'll go through this mountain pass here, looks like. So we can engage faster speed. The night to day transition and the lovely map here. So as you can see, you're just represented by a number. That's your number of troops here. But you can't actually see your troops walking or anything like that. When you have multiple leaders in an army, the leaders will line up. So you'll see the different leaders, but you won't see the army itself. But that's how it kind of shows that there's more leaders together.
Welcome, stranger, to my little kingdom here. Who might you be?
My name is Brand. Can I ask your name? Ifikalah. Ask around about me. Let's just say I've got a talent for solving people's problems, so to speak. Never heard of you. About the task I was given, a mutual friend sent words to expect you with 10 hogs. Brought them as a gift. 750 increased in a point. Okay, let's go to the trade here. So Serena, she also will need a horse eventually. Let's get her a palfrey as well. And she doesn't have a saddle at the moment. So let's get an imperial riding harness. Yes, for 140. And also, while we're here, we'll get her a kite shield. So now she has a shield, sword, Midlands palfrey, riding harness, almost set. Great. Silversmith, escort the caravan. Okay, we can do that.
Well, and who do we have here? Would you care to tell me your good name?
My name's Brand. May I ask yours? Vlandia is a silversmith. Need help with a problem? Don't have enough troops. Okay, let's leave. See if we can pick up any more troops. So we can increase again. Let's look at maybe scouting. So we have 9 points already. And that will help us move around better and quicker with less chance of being ambushed. Okay, I'll escort it myself. All right, let's go. So he's here. So again, I'll use that Alt and then click on them. And that will make me follow them at a distance. So we'll be able to see as we go forward. And there's only 11 of them, so I have to keep a close eye, follow them very carefully, or else they will get attacked. So let's see. Here's 24. Help them. Let's send the troops. So it's 35 versus 24 total. So you can do this, or you can actually fight it out. For these are really difficult troops to fight, so I prefer, at least for this early run, to actually let it just play out like this. So we're close. 45% of the loot. The other portion goes to the caravan. Here I get some prisoners, mounted ransackers, and also some of my recruits can be increased to archers or imperial infantrymen, which is people with shields here. Okay. So we get a whole bunch of good stuff. Excellent. Midlands palfrey, balanced hunting bow, better shoes. Sweet. Step saddle. I'll give that to my companion. Arm wraps. I need those on myself, actually. Militia spear. Pilgrim hood. All right. So we'll give her the horseman boots. And this is actually better. It's quite terrible, but still better. And we can give the spear as well. Let's see. Does she have any skill? Well, there's not really room for it. We have a bow and arrows now, so we can give that to one of our companions. Or keep it for ourselves if we think it's useful. So we'll go with that. Continue to follow. So they've got 7 wounded, 6 prisoners. I've got 9 wounded, 4 prisoners. All right. So we can turn in some of this, some more materials out of it. Okay. Up to 1,200. Now we can leave. Wait for just a minute. And now they're heading to Amitatis. So we'll follow them again. Darius. We'll talk to him later. You can see that extra special indicator there. Try to get some extra troops here. Get back up to 20. And follow. Okay, here we are. Help them again. Oh, we were actually defeated here. All right. Well, I can try to attack them myself. So here goes nothing.
Under my command!
See if we can't attack them. Did a lot of damage, but took a lot of damage as well. This is not going to end well. Alright, well, this is another aspect of the game that when it does end badly, you can come back eventually, but you become their prisoner, so you have to wait. So I think I'll end on that. Let's see if we can get out of here. Ooh. There we go. Give him a good attacking. But... Okay, took out one. Okay. Still here. Somehow. Gained 11. Well, if somehow I get out of this. I don't think I will. But it will be a good end. So here I'll try to bring it in. Got him for 49 here. But I did get 2 of them. So I increased in level, but I've been defeated, so I'm going to be dragged around. So I think I'm going to end it right there. Failed that quest. Decreased in relation. So like it shows, you get some negative consequences, but at the same time, did make it through that good tournament. Showed you guys a little bit about this whole process and how it feels to kind of start up a new character for the first time. Trying to balance that budget and also balance your attacks. So see you soon. Thanks a lot.